Welcome back to Angela's Tip Corner. Today we're going to be covering a subject that was sent in to us off our last video by someone named Grandma Sheila. The question was, what else can I do with eggnog besides drink it? Well, there's many things you can do with eggnog, so we're going to go over a couple of them today. The first is, eggnog is actually very simple to make from scratch. A lot of people don't realize this. Once again, you probably have most of these ingredients in your house already. And I will be linking the recipes to everything I'm talking about today up above, so you can try these at home. There is an uncooked version of eggnog, which is what this one is here. This one is alcoholic. There are unalcoholic versions available that are kid-friendly. But you can also do a cooked version if you're a little scared about if your eggs might not be the freshest. There's also, we made some gooey eggnog butter balls. These are to die for. If you've ever had butter cake, it's the same consistency, but that delicious eggnog flavor, but believe it or not, there's no eggnog in these. We also have a wonderful eggnog cream pie. I made this one from scratch, and I made my whipped cream from scratch, but for those of you at home, I do have some tips on what to do if you don't want to make them from scratch. All right, so I'm just going to be giving you a couple quick tips on these today when you try these recipes at home. Like these gooey eggnog butter balls, for example. The recipe called for rolling them out by hand, but these are kind of sticky. They're going to get your hands kind of dirty. So if you have a little cookie scoop on hand, or even just a really teeny ice cream scoop, it works perfectly. They come out perfectly portioned. You don't get your hands all gross. And then for when you're making the cream pie, if you're making it from scratch, I just basically used a banana cream pie recipe from scratch for this. But I, of course, left out the bananas, and what you do is for the eggnog, you only use 2 parts eggnog to 1 part milk. And the reason you do this is eggnog is so thick, if you don't water it down a little bit with the milk, it's gonna become so thick, it's gonna be almost pasty when you eat it, and you don't want that. You want a nice light cream pie. And if you don't want to make it from scratch, here's a quick little hint. Buy some cook and serve vanilla pudding. Follow the pudding or the pie instructions for making a pie from that. But when you go to the milk, do 2 parts eggnog to 1 part milk, and nobody will know the difference if you do it that way or from scratch. They'll think you spent all day slaving over these pies, and it's going to be super simple, super quick, and super cheap. Thank you for stopping by Angela's Tip Corner. Until next time.